Hello, everyone! Welcome back to The White Shark, where we dive deep into the science of everyday life and the innovations shaping our future. If you're passionate about understanding the intricacies of how we can live longer and healthier lives, you're in the right place. Today, we're exploring a fascinating concept: reversing aging. Most of us understand aging as the inevitable wear and tear on our bodies over time. But what if science could not just slow this process, but actually reverse it? That's what we're going to delve into today. First, let's define what we mean by reverse aging. It's not about the mythical fountain of youth or simply adding more years to our life expectancy. Instead, reversing aging is about enhancing our health span. That's the portion of our lives we spend healthy and free from the debilitating diseases commonly associated with aging. Reversing aging has two main goals. First, to extend lifespan, which means increasing the total number of years we live. And second, and perhaps more importantly, to enhance health span, which aims to ensure those extra years are lived in good health, full of vitality and free from severe age-related diseases like Alzheimer's, cardiovascular diseases, and osteoporosis. So, how close are we to making this a reality? Thanks to recent breakthroughs in genetics, biotechnology, and molecular biology, the idea of reversing aging is moving from the realm of science fiction into the sphere of possibility. Researchers around the world are working on ways to repair cellular damage, rejuvenate tissues, and even reset the body's biological clock. In today's video, we'll look at some of the groundbreaking research that's leading the charge. From telomere extension to the clearing out of senescent cells that promote aging, science is on the brink of discoveries that could dramatically change how we age and how long we live. Stick around as we unpack these concepts, look at the cutting-edge research, and discuss what this all might mean for our future. Whether you're a longevity enthusiast or just curious about how you might live a healthier, longer life, there's something here for you. Let's get started and dive deeper into the science of reverse aging. What exactly happens in our bodies as we age? And how might we be able to reverse these processes? Join me as we explore these questions in our next section. Section 1. The biology of aging. As we delve into the biology of aging, it's important to understand that aging isn't just about getting older. It's about the biological changes that occur at the cellular level in our bodies. These changes are complex and multifaceted, encompassing everything from our DNA to our cells' ability to function. Cellular senescence. Let's start with cellular senescence. This is a process where cells stop dividing and enter a state of permanent growth arrest without dying. While this can be a beneficial mechanism to prevent cancer, as it stops potentially cancerous cells from multiplying, it has a downside. Senescent cells accumulate in our tissues as we age, secreting inflammatory factors that damage nearby cells and contribute to age-related diseases such as arthritis, diabetes, and Alzheimer's disease. This accumulation not only deteriorates tissue function, but also impairs the body's ability to regenerate. Telomere shortening and telomerase. Next, we look at telomeres, which are protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes. Each time a cell divides, these telomeres become shorter, until eventually they become too short, causing the cell to age and stop dividing or self-destruct. This shortening process is a natural part of aging but accelerates in response to high stress, smoking, obesity, and other lifestyle factors. However, there's an enzyme called telomerase that can add length back to shortened telomeres, potentially extending cell life and hence impacting overall aging and health. Current research is investigating how activating telomerase might help delay or reverse aging. DNA damage and mitochondrial dysfunction. Aging is also driven by the accumulation of DNA damage over time. Our DNA is constantly under attack by environmental factors like UV radiation and harmful chemicals. Normally, our bodies repair this damage, but as we age, the repair processes become less efficient. This leads to the accumulation of mutations that can cause cells to malfunction and lead to diseases like cancer. Mitochondrial dysfunction is another key player in aging. Mitochondria, the powerhouses of the cells, also degrade over time, leading to decreased energy production and increased oxidative stress. Oxidative stress and inflammation. Speaking of oxidative stress, it occurs when there's an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in your body. Free radicals are oxygen-containing molecules with an uneven number of electrons, allowing them to easily react with other molecules. These reactions can damage fatty tissue, DNA, and proteins, which can contribute to aging. Furthermore, oxidative stress can lead to chronic inflammation, another major contributor to aging and chronic diseases. Inflammation in the body is supposed to be a temporary response to infections or injuries, but when it becomes chronic, it can lead to a host of age-related diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Understanding these biological mechanisms helps us see aging not just as a chronological process, but as something influenced by biological and environmental factors. With this knowledge, we're better equipped to explore how we might be able to intervene in these processes, potentially reversing some of the effects of aging, which we'll dive into in the upcoming sections. Section 2. Groundbreaking research in reverse aging. Having understood the biological underpinnings of aging, let's now explore the exciting scientific advancements aimed at reversing these effects. Researchers worldwide are developing and testing methods that could not only slow aging but potentially reverse some of its key processes. Senolytics, targeting senescent cells. One of the most promising areas of anti-aging research involves senolytics. These are drugs designed to selectively clear away senescent cells, those cells that have stopped dividing and contribute to aging and disease by secreting harmful chemicals. The removal of these cells has been shown to improve tissue function, enhance physical function, and extend lifespan in animal studies. For instance, a landmark study published in Nature Medicine demonstrated that senolytics significantly extended health span in mice. Recent clinical trials in humans are now testing the efficacy and safety of these drugs, with promising early results in reducing symptoms of diseases associated with aging, such as pulmonary fibrosis and cardiovascular diseases. Gene therapy, correcting genetic errors. Another frontier is gene therapy, which involves altering or replacing genes within an organism's cells to treat or prevent disease. Researchers are particularly interested in using this technology to address genetic errors that lead to aging and related diseases. For example, therapies targeting the gene responsible for the production of telomerase, the enzyme that replenishes telomeres, are being studied. A study from Harvard Medical School showed that mice treated with gene therapy to express telomerase showed a reversal in age-related degeneration. This suggests potential applications in humans where enhancing telomerase activity could possibly extend health span and reduce the risk of age-related diseases. Telomerase activation, rejuvenating cells. Building on the topic of telomerase, another exciting area is the activation of this enzyme in cells where it is normally dormant. This approach aims to lengthen telomeres, thus rejuvenating cells and potentially reversing tissue damage associated with aging. Initial studies in mice have been positive, showing that activating telomerase can extend lifespan and reduce signs of aging. However, the challenge remains in applying this safely in humans, as uncontrolled telomerase activity can lead to increased risks of cancer. Researchers are exploring ways to selectively activate telomerase in specific cell types or for limited periods to harness its benefits without significant side effects. Real-world results and ongoing studies. The translation of these research advancements from the laboratory to real-world applications involves rigorous testing through clinical trials. For example, various senolytics are undergoing phase 1 and 2 trials to test their safety and effectiveness in humans. Similarly, gene therapies for diseases commonly associated with aging, like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, are being developed with some progressing to human trials. These studies are critical for determining not only if these treatments can safely reverse aging markers, but also if they can improve the quality of life and lifespan in humans. Section 3. Scientific breakthroughs in aging research. Telomeres and telomerase. Let's start with telomeres and telomerase, which are at the forefront of aging research. Telomeres are the protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes, acting like the plastic tips on shoelaces to prevent the DNA from fraying. However, every time a cell divides, its telomeres shorten, which eventually leads to cellular aging and dysfunction once the telomeres reach a critically short length. This process is a natural part of aging, but it's also accelerated by various lifestyle factors such as stress, smoking, and poor diet. Telomerase is an enzyme that can add sequences back to shortening telomeres, potentially extending the life of cells. Exciting research, including a study from the Stanford University School of Medicine, has shown that activating telomerase in mice can extend their lifespan and reduce signs of aging. This has spurred a wealth of research into telomerase therapies that might one day counteract the aging process in humans. Senescence and senolytics. Next, let's discuss cellular senescence and senolytics. Senescence refers to a state where cells stop dividing and start secreting harmful substances that lead to inflammation and tissue damage. This state is thought to contribute to several aging-related diseases, including cardiovascular diseases and diabetes. Senolytics are a class of drugs that selectively induce the death of these senescent cells. By clearing out senescent cells, senolytics can potentially rejuvenate tissues and delay the onset of various diseases. Recent clinical trials, such as those conducted by the Mayo Clinic, have shown promising results in improving aspects of health affected by senescent cells. Gene therapy and CRISPR. Moving on to gene therapy and CRISPR, cutting-edge tools in the fight against aging. Gene therapy involves introducing DNA into a patient's cells to replace faulty or missing genes with functional ones. Meanwhile, CRISPR is a more recent development that allows scientists to edit genes more precisely and efficiently than ever before. Research is underway to use these technologies to target and modify genes that contribute to aging or the diseases associated with it. For example, experiments have successfully extended the lifespan of model organisms like mice by editing genes involved in aging pathways. This approach holds great promise for not only treating but potentially reversing the effects of aging at the genetic level. Caloric restriction and diet. Lastly, we explore caloric restriction and its effects on aging. Numerous studies have demonstrated that reducing calorie intake without malnutrition can significantly extend lifespan and improve health markers in a variety of species from yeast to primates. The mechanisms behind this are believed to involve reductions in metabolic rate and oxidative stress, improvements in insulin sensitivity, and enhanced cellular repair processes. Human studies, such as those by the National Institute on Aging, have also suggested that caloric restriction may improve health markers associated with aging, though more research is needed to understand the long-term impacts fully. Section 4. Technological innovations in longevity, AI and machine learning. Let's begin with the impact of artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning on the field of longevity. These technologies are revolutionizing how we approach the complex data of biological aging. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of medical data, identifying patterns that would be invisible to human researchers. This capability is particularly useful in predicting the onset of age-related diseases and the efficacy of specific treatments. For example, AI systems have been used to predict Alzheimer's disease years before traditional diagnostic methods by analyzing patterns in brain imaging data. Moreover, machine learning models are being developed to optimize anti-aging therapies, tailoring interventions based on the data derived from thousands of clinical case studies. Biotechnology and longevity therapeutics. Biotechnology plays a crucial role in the development of longevity therapeutics. This involves the use of living organisms or parts of organisms to develop or make products. For instance, biotech companies are engineering bacteria to produce substances that can extend lifespan or improve health span. Techniques such as gene therapy discussed earlier, and stem cell therapy, where damaged tissues are regenerated using stem cells, are under active research and development. These technologies could potentially replace aged tissues with new, youthful cells, fundamentally reversing elements of aging at the tissue and organ levels. Personalized medicine. Moving to personalized medicine, this approach represents the future of longevity treatment, tailored to the individual's genetic makeup. Advances in genomic sequencing have dramatically reduced the costs of genetic analysis, making it more feasible to use genetic data to guide health decisions. Personalized medicine in aging could involve analyzing an individual's genome to identify specific genetic vulnerabilities and then designing a customized treatment plan that addresses these risks. For instance, if someone has a genetic predisposition for low levels of a particular enzyme that protects against cellular damage, they might receive gene therapy to boost the expression of that enzyme. Clinical trials are exploring these possibilities, aiming to create highly personalized therapies that optimize health span based on individual genetic profiles. Integration with existing technologies. The integration of these technologies, AI and machine learning, biotechnology, and personalized medicine, creates a powerful synergy that enhances our capability to understand and potentially reverse the aging process. By combining the predictive power of AI with the therapeutic innovations of biotechnology and the tailored approaches of personalized medicine, researchers are paving the way toward a future where aging as we know it could be markedly different. This integration not only promises to extend life, but to enhance the quality of life, ensuring that longer lifespans are also healthier. Section 5. Real-world applications and what's next. Current applications of senolytics. Let's examine how senolytics are currently being applied. These drugs, designed to target and remove senescent cells, are already being tested in clinical trials for conditions like idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis and cardiovascular diseases. These trials aim to reduce the burden of senescent cells, which are believed to contribute to the severity of these conditions. The results so far have shown promising improvements in disease markers and patient symptoms, indicating a potential new pathway for treating age-related diseases by targeting the aging process itself. Gene therapies for aging-related conditions. Moving on to gene therapy, several therapies are in various stages of research and development targeting aging-related genetic defects. For example, gene therapies targeting Alzheimer's disease are being developed to reduce the production of amyloid beta plaques. Other therapies focus on enhancing DNA repair mechanisms that deteriorate with age. These are still largely in the experimental phase but represent a significant hope for directly addressing the genetic contributors to aging. Overview of clinical trials on reverse aging. Clinical trials specifically focusing on reverse aging are gaining momentum. These trials test everything from the impact of NAD+ boosters on cellular aging to the use of metformin to improve health span. The preliminary results are encouraging, demonstrating potential benefits such as improved vascular health, reduced inflammation, and better metabolic health, which are critical factors in the aging process. Looking ahead, the next decade of longevity research. What does the future hold for longevity research? In the next decade, we expect to see significant advancements in integrating AI with personalized medicine to predict and treat aging more effectively. Additionally, as the regulatory landscape evolves, we may see the first approved therapies that explicitly target the biological processes of aging. This could fundamentally change how we view and treat the aging process, moving from managing individual age-related diseases to addressing aging as a treatable and potentially reversible condition. Section 6. Ethical and Social Considerations. Potential impacts of extended human lifespan. As we contemplate the possibility of significantly extended human lifespans, we must also consider the broader impacts on society. Extended life could mean additional years of productivity and creativity, offering individuals more time to learn, work, and contribute to their communities. However, it could also pose challenges such as strains on pension systems and the potential for increased social disparities if older generations retain positions of power longer. The implications for workforce dynamics and career structures are profound, as traditional career arcs and education systems might need restructuring to accommodate longer working lives. Accessibility and inequality in anti-aging treatments. Another crucial aspect to consider is the accessibility of anti-aging treatments. If such treatments are expensive and only available to the wealthy, it could lead to significant disparities in health and lifespan between economic classes. This disparity could exacerbate existing social inequalities, leading to a scenario where the rich could potentially buy additional years of life, deepening the divide between different segments of society. Addressing these issues requires thoughtful health policy and strategies to ensure that advancements in longevity are accessible and beneficial to all members of society, regardless of their economic status. Population growth and sustainability. Finally, we must address the environmental and resource implications of an aging but increasingly long-lived population. Extended lifespans could lead to larger global populations, increasing the strain on resources like food, water, and energy, and exacerbating environmental pressures. Sustainable practices in all sectors will become even more crucial as we face the need to support a larger, older population sustainably. The balance between population growth and resource management will be a critical issue for governments and societies worldwide, requiring innovative solutions to promote sustainability alongside longevity. Conclusion. Throughout this video, we've explored the fascinating science behind reversing aging, delving into the biological mechanisms that contribute to aging, groundbreaking research aiming to counteract these processes, and the technological innovations that might make reversing aging a reality. From senolytics and gene therapy to the promise of personalized medicine, we've seen how cutting-edge science is turning what once was considered science fiction into a tangible scientific goal. This research is not just about extending the number of years we live, but enhancing the quality of those years. The potential to reverse aging could fundamentally change our understanding of aging and disease, shifting the focus from treating individual age-related diseases to addressing their common root, the aging process itself. This shift could lead to preventative treatments that help us live healthier lives well into our later years. As we look forward, the field of longevity research is rapidly evolving, with new discoveries and technologies on the horizon that promise to further our ability to combat aging. I encourage all of you to stay informed and engaged with this exciting field. The implications of reversing aging extend beyond individual health, impacting society, ethics, and even our planet's resources. By staying informed, you can be part of the conversation on how we navigate these changes responsibly and equitably. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the science of reversing aging. If you're fascinated by these developments and want to keep up with the latest in longevity research, make sure to subscribe to our channel and share this video with others who might find this topic equally intriguing. Until next time, keep curious, keep learning, and think about what longevity means to you and the future of our society.